My name is Miranda. This video is suitable for any stages of pregnancy, but is particularly geared for the third trimester, the final months, to help prepare for labour. So we're going to come onto our sides first. So come onto your right side and have your bottom arm underneath your head just to give you support. Make sure you feel comfortable. If you feel you want to have a pillow or a cushion or something underneath your belly to support you, anything else, maybe something between the knees, but we're going to be moving the knees in a while, but just anything that you need, any props, just to make sure you feel comfortable. Top arm in front of you. We're going to circle the arm. So when you're ready to, inhale, take the top hand along the floor, up beyond your head and behind you, opening up a little bit as you move, taking that hand back, down towards the hip as you exhale, and back in front. So your inhale takes it along the floor, up beyond your head and behind you. And the exhale finishes that circle. And a few more times, and you may feel it's nice to close your eyes. Closing your eyes really helps to bring your awareness inwards so you can really listen to your body, making sure that you are doing what feels right. So just really observing how it feels. Feeling that lovely space that you're creating around the rib cage. Just helps to give us more space to be able to breathe as the baby takes up more space. So making that the last time. And then we're going to circle the top knee. So bring your knee in towards you, take it up and back and down. Knee in, up and back and down. So just making the circle again, as feels good in your body. You may feel you want the hand on the floor to give you a bit of support. It might be a big circle, it might not be a very big circle. And then take the circle in the other direction. It's a lovely movement for the hips. Really freeing up around the hips. And you may feel that as you move, your pelvic floor is getting a good workout too. It's actually quite normal to have a tight pelvic floor, and tight does not mean strong, but a tight pelvic floor because of posture, stress. And so this can really help to stretch, move the pelvic floor as well as all the other muscles around the hips to the toned pelvic floor. Bring the knee back down. We're then going to roll over onto the other side. I'm going to swivel over, just so I'm still facing the camera. But you may feel you can just roll over. So move slowly and carefully. Again, your bottom arm underneath your head. We're going to circle the arm first. So top arm in front. Again, when you're ready to, take the top hand along the floor, up beyond your head and behind you. Opening up, taking that hand back. Exhaling over your hip and back in front. And again, inhaling up behind you. The exhale finishes the circle. And again, keep going. Again, maybe your eyes are closed. And it can be lovely to do yoga to music. Music that makes you feel relaxed, makes you breathe more deeply. And if you start doing the yoga, just to gentle music, you might feel you can take that same music into the labour ward with you. It will instantly help you feel in that frame of mind, calm, relaxation. And then take the hand back down to the floor. Then bring your knee in, up, and around. So again, circling the knee, the top hand maybe is on the floor to give you support. And again, observe how that feels. So always, always just doing what feels right for you at each point in time. And it may be different from day to day. Some days your energy levels might be less. So do less. Take the circle in the other direction. And bring the knee back down. And then we're going to roll over. So use your hands, move carefully and slowly, moving your hands to come up onto your hands and knees. And then coming to kneeling. If you don't kneel very often, you may feel that kneeling is a bit uncomfortable. You may find it's better to put a blanket underneath your ankle, both ankles, or maybe something behind your knees if you feel a bit of tightness along the front of the knees. So make sure you are comfortable here. But it is important to be able to keep kneeling, doing these natural positions. So we're going to do pelvic tilts. You might find it's nice to have your hands on your hips. You just feel what's happening. Inhale. Exhale, tip your pelvis back. Pelvis tips back and squeeze your pelvic floor. The sense of together, in and up. Inhale, pelvis tips forwards. Get your tail lifting. Exhale, pelvis tips back. Squeeze your pelvic floor. Inhale, pelvis tips forwards. Exhaling, pelvis tips back. Squeeze your pelvic floor. Inhale the other way. And keep going. Just again observing how that feels. And coming to neutral. And come onto your hands and knees. Spread your fingers. And if you do an outward wave with your hands, so when you do an outward wave with the hands on the floor, you attempt to do that with the hands. So an outward wave like that with the hands. And it really helps to make the shoulders lovely and firm in a healthy way. So spread your fingers, outward wave with the hands, tuck your toes under, and come into downward dog. And downward dog can be a lovely stretch in the legs. So pedal the legs. Observe that lovely stretch. Particularly having been kneeling, it's a lovely stretch. Just doing anything that feels good here. Pedaling. Maybe you want to sink into the elbows, into the shoulders rather, into the armpits. So just taking an armpit towards the floor, just giving the shoulders a bit of a stretch there too. So just doing anything that feels good. And then both legs bent. Come up onto your tiptoes and heels away and down. Up onto your tiptoes and heels away and down. Straighten your legs just as much as they straighten, tail away and up. And come back down to your knees. Front of the feet flat. We're going to do cat, cow. So again, spread your fingers, shoulders away from your ears, nice long back. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, round your spine. Look towards your tummy, draw your tummy up towards your spine and squeeze your pelvic floor. Inhale, tail away and up. Breastbone reaching forwards, shoulders away from your ears. Don't throw your head back either. Exhale, round. Look towards your tummy, draw your tummy up towards your spine and squeeze your pelvic floor. Inhale, tail away and up. Breastbone reaching forwards. Exhaling around. Really feel you're drawing your baby up too, up towards you into a big hug as you squeeze the pelvic floor too. Keep going, just a few more times. It's a lovely way to just free up the back. Again, pelvic floor work. And it is great to be on our hands and knees in the later stages of pregnancy. It really helps to take the pressure off the back. It also helps to encourage the baby to be in the optimal position for a nice easy birth. And then come back to neutral. We're going to come onto kneeling again. Again, you might need those props. And if you have your arms, elbows in by your sides, palms facing up, close your hands. And we're going to raise the fists and to neutral. Raise the fists and to neutral. You should feel a nice stretch in the back of the wrist. It's a lovely stretch that counterposes a lot of things that we do in our day-to-day lives. And it can help to prevent carpal tunnel syndrome, which can be common in pregnancy. And then circle the wrists. and the other direction. And we're going to come down into downward dog again. So again, spread your fingers, do that outward wave of the hands, toes under and back into downward dog. Bend your legs, both legs, tail way and up. Lengthen your spine as much as you can lengthen it, and then straighten your legs just as much as they straighten. Feel that stretch in the back of the legs with a lovely long back. Don't let your tail curl under. Tail is reaching towards the ceiling. Up, back. Shake your head around. Nice long back, long neck. Breathe deeply. And this is a lovely place to be. Sometimes we just feel there's a lot of pressure down onto the pelvic floor, and turning upside down can just take that pressure off. So come back down onto your knees. And then we're going to do a cat roll here. So it just helps to strengthen the shoulders. So we're going to inhale, open up. Exhale, round your spine, sink back, elbows to the floor. And then when you're ready to come forwards until the elbows need to come up off the floor and back. You will probably feel that you want your knees wider here. So have your knees as wide as feels right for you. So you're exhaling around your spine, sinking back, elbows to the floor. Come forwards, elbows stay on the floor until they need to come up off the floor. Come forwards, lead with your breastbone. And then exhale, round your spine, sink back, bottom towards the heels, elbows towards the floor. Coming forwards on the inhale. Elbows come off the floor when they need to. And rounding, sinking back on the exhale. And a few more times. And the last time. Again, moving slowly with the breath. Breathing through your nose, it's a much calmer way to breathe and a much healthier way to breathe. Then come back. Come off your hands. And you may feel you just want to circle the wrists, having been on the hands and knees again. And then we're going to step the right foot forwards. And the normal step forwards for lunge is directly in front, but towards the later stages of pregnancy, it feels more comfortable to have it out. So coming with the foot out, hands to the floor. So your right hand to the inside of your right foot. Tuck your toes under. So you may be here on fingertips, you might be flat hands. Inhale, lift the left knee, reach back with your heel. Exhale, bring the knee back down. Inhale, lift your knee, reach back with your heel. Exhale, back down. We're going to do one more time. Inhale, lift the knee, reach back with your heel. Exhale, bring the knee back down and the front of the foot flat. Then we're going to circle, so circling around, circling the hips around. And again, just moving in a way that feels good. Again, if you're happy to, close your eyes. It's far better not to be looking at the screen when you have a video, otherwise your neck is generally at a crooked angle. So close your eyes, and if you can, just listen to what I'm suggesting. And again, here, the pelvic floor is getting a lovely workout. See if you can feel that. All the muscles around the hips, but including the pelvic floor. Take the circle in the other direction. And this can be a great position for labour too. So just moving around in this position, again, helping the baby to be in a really good position for an easy labour. And coming back, stepping that knee back, and the other side. So again, hands down. Tuck your toes under the back foot. Inhale, lift the knee, reach back with your heel. Exhale, bring your knee back down. Inhale, lift the knee, reach back with your heel. Exhale, back down. Inhale, last time, lift the knee, reach back with your heel. And exhale, knees to the floor, front of the foot flat. And again, circle. And again, just observe. How does that feel? Sometimes we can feel that it feels different from one side to the other. We tend to cross our legs the same way, or stand with one hip lifted, which can create imbalance in our pelvic floor. So this can also really help to bring balance back. Take the circle in the other direction. And coming back to center. Stepping that knee back, coming up off your hands. And we're going to step the right foot forwards again. Again, traditionally it's directly in front, but you may feel at this stage it's nicer to be out off to the right, you've got more space. So hands on your hips, and tip your pelvis back a little, and then lunge forwards. So you feel a nice stretch in the front of your left hip here. And it is a great stretch to do, but in pregnancy, don't overstretch. Don't aim to become more flexible. Aim to keep flexibility. We have a hormone that is raging through our bodies during pregnancy that makes everything relax, soften. So you don't want to stretch your ligaments. So just coming to a place where you feel that stretch, then take your arms up, shoulders down, and rotate your arms. The crease of the elbows turn just slightly towards the back. Lift your breastbone. Breathe. And just observe that stretch in the front of the left hip. It gets very tight when we're sitting for long periods of time. Breathe deeply. It's going to do a little bit of engagement in our buttocks too, so strong buttocks really help us to stand up taller. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze your left buttock. Notice how that increases the release in the front. Inhale, relax. Exhale, squeeze the left buttock. Inhale, relax. Exhale, squeeze it. You may feel that release in the front of the hip and relax. Then take your hands behind your back, clasp them together. Take the hands down towards the floor and then take them away and up. Breastbone lifts, reach back and up with the arms. Move your head around, make sure your neck is free and comfortable. Feel that stretch in the front of the chest. Breathe deeply. And again, it can create more space to breathe here. And release. And step that foot back, that knee back. Left foot forwards. And again, just find that place that feels right and comfortable for you. Hands on your hips. Again, tip your pelvis back. Just make sure that we're really accessing that muscle here. Then lunge forwards. Then bring your arms up, shoulders down. And again, rotate those arms. The crease of the elbows just very slightly pointing behind you. Lift your breastbone. And again, breathe. Observe that stretch in the front of the hip. Again, making sure you're not overstretching, trying too hard. Just maintaining flexibility again. And again, we're going to use the buttocks. So inhale, exhale, squeeze your right buttock. Inhale, relax. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, relax. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, relax. And exhale, take your hands behind your back, clasp them together. Take your hands down towards the floor, and then away and up, lift your breastbone. Again, check your neck is happy. And breathe deeply. Again, feel that stretch in the front of the chest. And this can be a particularly great thing to do after pregnancy too, taking our arms behind our backs and stretching. Because when we're carrying the baby all the time, we can get very tight across the front of the chest. And the weight of the breast, when you've got breast milk as well, can really drag at the front. So again, when you feel this openness you're creating, and release. Then we're going to come to standing. So a nice way to come to standing is to make sure your knee is above your ankle, and you can use your hands on your thighs. Tuck your toes under, press down into your thigh to help yourself come up and come to standing. And shake your legs out. So then, just make sure your feet are hip distance apart, arms by your sides. Inhale, rotate your upper arms out. Feel the shoulders go back and down. It's a lovely way again for opening the chest. Exhale, let your arms come back in. Inhale, rotate your upper arms out. Again, feel the shoulders go back and down. Exhale, let the arms come back in. One more time, rotate those arms. Exhale, back in. Rotate them again, and then take them up. Reach up. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, take your left arm down. Exhale, reach and stretch. Inhale to come back up. Exhale, over to the right. Inhale, right arm down. Exhale, reach and stretch. Inhale to come back up. And exhale, arms down. And then take your legs wider, feet wider. So just come into a comfortable wide stance. Bend your legs and just look at your feet and your knees. Make sure your feet and your knees are pointing in the same direction. Shoulders down, breastbone lifting, hands to prayer. Just squatting as much as feels comfortable right now. Inhale. Exhale, straighten your legs. Inhale, bend, sink down. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten, and keep going. Now here we're bending and inhaling because the pelvic floor is releasing here. Exhaling, pelvic floor engages. It's a natural way that our pelvic floor works. It engages on an exhale. But be mindful of the fact that in labour, you'll be pushing on an exhale. So we actually breathe in a different way. But it's good to just really strengthen the pelvic floor beforehand. So inhale, bending, pelvic floor relaxes. Exhale, pelvic floor will naturally engage a bit more. The next time you come down, stay here. And then coming forwards, rest your elbows on your thighs. And again, this is a great position for labour. So just being mindful of this. Then inhale, take your right arm out to the side into a twist. Open up. Exhale, bring the arm back down. Inhale, left arm, open up to the side. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, right arm up, open up. Exhale, back down. Inhaling to the left. Exhaling down. We're just going to stay here for a moment. It's a great place for strength in the thighs. If you do choose to stand during labour, it's great to have strong thighs. But we're going to do a bit of pelvic floor play here. So just in this position, become aware of your pelvic floor. Then see if you can, on an exhale, squeeze the back around your anal sphincter. See if you can squeeze there and relax. Exhale, squeeze and relax. Squeeze and relax. And see if you can find the very front of your pelvic floor. So where you pee from. So see if you can squeeze there and relax. Squeeze the front and relax. Squeeze the front and relax. And then the middle part, lift it and relax. Exhale, see if you can lift, draw it up and relax. Draw it up and relax. And then come up out of that position. And shake your legs out. And then feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. And soften your knees. We're going to circle the pelvis here. And it can be really lovely just to have your hands over your baby. So circle. Circling the hips. And again, close your eyes. And it's a lovely movement to do at any time in our lives, but particularly in pregnancy. So releasing the back. Freeing up the hips. All the muscles around the pelvis working, balancing out. And it can be a lovely dance for the baby. Just observe, bring your awareness inwards and observe how that must feel for your baby inside you. Babies love to dance. Really enjoy this moment of movement with your baby inside. And take the circle in the other direction. Notice too how your pelvic floor is getting a lovely workout. And come to center. And that too can be a lovely movement and position to do during labour. You could rest your arms against a wall and just be circling. It can be a lovely release around your back. So we're going to come down again to the floor. So again, start off on your right side. So coming down in your own time. And just taking a moment just to settle. And then take your hands behind your head, elbows facing forwards. Inhale, take the top elbow up and back. Exhale, bring it back over. Inhale, take the top elbow up and back. Exhale, bring the elbow back over. The next time we're going to stay there. Just making sure you're comfortable. Again, you may feel you need something underneath your belly just for support. Be comfortable. And breathe. So just again creating space around the chest. Just to encourage and allow a deeper breath as the baby gets bigger. Long, deep breaths. Close your eyes and again observe. And then bring the elbow back over. And then if you just roll over onto the other side, but again I'm going to swivel. Coming over onto your left side. Again, make sure your neck is comfortable, your head's comfortable, tummy. Again, when you're ready to, hands behind your head, elbows facing forwards. Inhale, take the top elbow up and back. Exhale, elbow back over. Inhale, elbow up and back. Exhaling back over. Again, this time stay here. So elbow back, open up, and stay and breathe. And again, close your eyes. Make sure you're comfortable. So don't be somewhere that you are just thinking, oh, I'm not sure how long I can stay here for. Make sure that you can breathe deeply. Use the breath to encourage your body to let go. A deep breath really encourages your body to let go. Such an important lesson to learn in labour too. If we breathe in a shallow way, our body tenses up. It thinks it has to do something, to run, to fight. If you breathe deeply, your muscles relax, release, which is really particularly important in labour. So using that breath to encourage your body to let go. And then bring the elbow back over. And then we're going to finish off with a relaxation. So just make sure that you are comfortable again. Make sure you're going to be warm. So just curling up, being comfortable on the left. And it's important to be on the left if we're going to be staying a long time, staying still for a long time. You don't really, towards the end of labour, want to be on your back for sustain times. It puts pressure on your back. It encourages the baby to be in a less healthy way, so it can cause back problems as well as causing a less comfortable labour. And it also can put pressure on a vein in the back. And the left side is even better for just encouraging an optimal position for the baby. So just making sure you're comfortable. Close your eyes. And bring your awareness to your breath. Draw your breath as much as you can down on the inhale. It's very restricted, but as much as you can, take your inhale down. And exhale fully. Inhaling down. Exhaling fully through the nose. And just allow a pause after each inhalation. And after each exhalation. Really allow the breath to slow. To deepen. And become aware of the soles of your feet and the tops of your feet. You don't need to move anything, just become aware of your toes and the spaces between your toes, your ankles, your lower legs, all around the lower legs, your knees, and your thighs, all around your thighs, your hips, again all around the hips, including the pelvic floor. And bring your awareness to the sides of your waist, your back, and the whole of the front of your body, your belly, and the baby inside, the front of your chest, your armpits, the tops of your shoulders, your upper arms, your elbows, and your forearms, your wrists, the backs of your hands, the palms of your hands, and your fingers. And bring your awareness to your neck, all around the neck, the back of your head, the top of your head, your forehead, your eyebrows, the point between your eyebrows, your third eye, centre of your intuition, such an important thing as a mother, your eyes, your nose, your ears, your lips, and your tongue. Allow your tongue to hang loose. Feel your whole face softening. Feel your head releasing into your arm. Feel your shoulders releasing. Feel your whole body letting go. Again, take a moment just of awareness of the baby growing inside you. The miracle that your body is. Creating this baby that's growing, developing every day without you even having to do anything. Just taking a moment of gratitude to your body and the little miracle inside. And then becoming aware again of your whole body here. Becoming aware of where you are. Becoming aware of sounds around you. And allow your breath to deepen. And then begin to bring some movement back to your fingers and your toes and your arms, and stretch your legs out. Do anything that feels good for you, just moving, stretching. When you are ready to Use your hands, really important, particularly in pregnancy, to use your hands to push yourself up to sitting any way that feels comfortable for you to finish. Coming to sitting, keep your eyes closed just for a little bit longer if you're happy to. Rub your hands together until you feel a warmth between the palms of your hands. Cup your hands over your eyes and just stay there for a moment. And then blink your eyes open into the semi-darkness behind your hands. And slowly slide your hands down your face to breath position. Om Shanti, peace. I hope you enjoyed that. Please do subscribe to my videos if you did.